Hey, last time I checked, we had some games to play. Hey. You wouldn't just go and forget about me, would you? After all I've done for you? All the hoops I've jumped through to try to entertain you? Nah. We're gonna play something. Something spooky. Something bone-chilling. Yeah. I'm talking about games from my childhood.
Okay, what? There's a lot of games to be afraid of, but I could tell you the ones from my childhood are not it. There's many moments that scared me as a kid that I look back on now and think, really? However, things are more foreign to us when we're kids, therefore it's easier to be afraid of things, no matter how big or small. Looking back, it's interesting to reflect on what I found scary. So with that, let's discuss the top 5 games that scared me as a kid. Okay, prepare yourself for this one. It's a real bedwetter. We're starting off with the dreaded Paperboy. Yes, you heard me right. Paperboy scared me. Pathetic, I know. You must be thinking, what's so scary about a game where you deliver papers? Well, I'll tell ya. Let me introduce you to the game over screen. I played this game for the first time when I was 5, and when I saw this end screen, it scared me shitless. I didn't piece together that Paperboy just quit, so when I heard the dramatic music and saw the picture of Bill from King of the Hill chilling to the left, I thought the kid got kidnapped. Every time I saw this damn screen, I thought, oh my god, Paperboy got kidnapped and it's all my fault. Thankfully, today I can play Paperboy without wetting my pants. And it's even one of my favorite arcade games. I love the Sly Cooper series. It's one of my favorite PlayStation franchises, and it holds a special place in my heart. The second one, Sly 2, was always my favorite. Great characters, engaging story, and eye-catching art style. There were also many neat locations to explore, such as Paris, India, and this place. Wait, what is that? Why is the sky red and everything's gothic? Why is there a giant spider lady? Why am I alone? The 4th episode, Jailbreak, was such an unexpected shift for a game. The last 3 episodes were in semi-realistic settings and gave us the entire Cooper gang to control. And at the start of this episode, we're alone in this nightmarish version of Prague playing as the weakest character, Bentley. The story goes like this. Sly and Murray got thrown into the Contessa's prison, and it's up to you as Bentley to break them out. The overall vibe of this episode is pretty unsettling. Bentley is very reliant on the gang, and so without them he appears especially weak, which is something you don't want to feel like as a kid in this setting. There's guards that jump out at you, and one's twice your size. You've got to waddle around in dark areas, all while backed up by this unsettling music. The Contessa is also trying to hypnotize Sly and Murray to be under her control, so to make matters worse, Bentley is at risk of losing his friends completely. This episode was never something that truly scared me as a kid, but it was an inescapable moment that I always dread having to play through. The Fairly OddParents Shao Showdown is insanely nostalgic for me. Like Battle for Bikini Bottom, it felt true to its show, and the levels were a blast to play through. For the most part, the game always had a chill vibe, but there was always one level that never sat well with me. Dad's Dream. Everything about this level made me uneasy when I was younger. The dark areas, distorted sounds, and the suits that chase you. It was a big no. The level focuses on you being trapped in Timmy's dad's subconscious and having to build a boat to escape. Alright, that's a scary plot. Being trapped in someone's head? What if you weren't able to build a boat and you're trapped there forever? So far what I've mentioned was not even the worst. The thing that absolutely gave me nightmares was what you encounter after you build the boat. A giant robot. Yes, in order to make it past that level, you must run away from a huge robot that laughs at you every time you die. It was unpleasant. Timmy's dad may have been sleeping, but I wasn't. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man absolutely dominated my childhood. I lived and breathed it. I had the movies, the toys, pajamas, and most importantly, the video games. The games. They were a blast. Who can forget about delivering pizzas, stopping crimes, or pinhead bowling? How about breaking and entering? Yeah, who can forget about this exciting level? I know I didn't. This level stuck with me for a while as a kid. I absolutely hated it. Most levels in the first Spider-Man game had you fighting enemies and web swinging. However, this one was different. Breaking and entering is a stealth level that appears later in the game. After confronting Green Goblin, Peter decides to break into Oscorp after hours and gather information. Sounds simple, except it wasn't. This level required you to crawl through cramped, dimly lit areas and gather information from computers while avoiding security. If you get busted, you have to deal with the super soldiers. These guys were my nightmare. Every time an employee catches you, they run and set off an alarm that alerts these guys, and they just obliterate you. You have no choice but to flee the scene. Fighting is not an option. And good luck fleeing, because trying to escape in this level feels like running around with a blindfold on. You bump into everything and constantly disorient yourself. So with that insight, you can imagine the stress I felt as a kid every time I heard the alarm go off. I can never make it past this level when I was younger, and these guys are why. Have you ever hid from your TV? No? Well, okay, tough guy. I'm not afraid to admit that I did. When I was 9, I played Batman Arkham Asylum for the first time, and it scared me so bad. Between the inmates and Killer Croc, I had a few sleepless nights, but what really sent me over the edge was this guy, Scarecrow. The first time you encounter him in the game, it scared me shitless.
There is no crane. Only Scarecrow.
What the hell? I thought I was playing Arkham Asylum, not Outlast. It only got worse from there. Batman enters the morgue, and from there you start hearing these voices telling you to get out, getting louder as you stick around. You then enter this room with 3 body bags you have to open. One is Martha Wayne, another is Thomas, and then the last, boom, is a Scarecrow jump scare. That was the last straw. It freaked me out so bad I ducked to the floor and turned off my console. Thankfully I was able to complete the first encounter, but only with my eyes partially open. As a kid, this was the closest thing to my first horror movie. The screaming patients, echoing voices, the corpses of Bruce's parents talking, Scarecrow himself, everything. So what did I learn from making this list? Everything I was afraid of as a kid, I love as an adult. These tonal shifts in games may be unsettling for a kid, but in my opinion, it's the devs taking risk. Something I wish we would see more of from games nowadays. But oh well, only kidding. The real takeaway is that superhero games are scary. Definitely not suitable for children. Parents, think twice next time you get Marvel Superhero Squad, cause it might just be your kid's next nightmare.